welcome back to my 5-star book reviews. My name is Michelle, and I only talk about books that are worthy of 5 stars, okay? And this book right here, I'll Never Tell by Mckenzie. Incredible, okay? I would give it 10 stars. I love Catherine. I talked to her about her book, I think it came out last year, called The Good Liar. I will post that below. But this book is so good, Catherine. I loved it so much. And you know what? When I first saw that it was going to be a camp book, at first I was like, oh, another camp book, because I grew up in summer camps and I've read a lot of bad camp books, right? But not this one. Nope. She did it. Okay. She did camp well. And I'm going to talk about this. Let's get some statistics out of the way. All right. It's 368 pages. I think this is her 9th book. I saw that and I was like, no way. And it is her 9th book. She has written a lot of books in a very short amount of time, okay? This has lots of points of view. It's number 108 for domestic thrillers on Amazon, which is incredible because it came out on June 1st, okay? And for anyone who doesn't understand how incredible that is, there are a lot of books coming out, and especially like a lot of thrillers. So when I saw that, I was like, wow. I mean, for only being out for 8 days, that is incredible. And that's because this book is worthy of it, okay? You're going to see up on the screen, we are talking about the McAllister family. We got the mom and dad, okay, who own a place where people come for summer camp, okay? And they have 5 siblings. They got 5 children. Mary, Margot. I'm saying Margot because that's how I hear it in my head. You can correct me if I'm wrong. The twins, Kate and Liddy, and then the only boy, their only son, Ryan. And then the other people who are players in this are Amanda and Sean. And there was an accident 20 years ago with Amanda and an investigation, okay? But what happens is they are all together for the reading of the will and a little memorial service for their parents, okay? And people who were a part of their summer camps are all coming, but the kids are coming first to get to the reading of the will, which is very interesting. Now, like I said, this has so many points of view, but fear not. She does an amazing job on the timelines. You know, some of them go back. She does an amazing point of view of Amanda that I was just, it added so much to this story, okay? Anyway, and then we have Sean, the family friend, which really leads to a lot in this story, okay? Every one of these, at first I was like, oh no, am I going to be able to keep up with these points of view? But you will, because they are all so distinctly different. And I get really weird when characters have the beginning, like Mary and Margot, if they have the beginning letter the same. I get like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it. But I did. Okay. I mean, they are so different, and such a great job, Catherine. Seriously, these points of views were perfect. So in the beginning, we have the beginning of the book. It's by Amanda. Okay. Now she is the injured party. She was the friend of Margot and Mary, and I'm not telling you anything else. And so the last sentence of the first chapter is, and I'm going to put a map. I love that she put that there. And it says, and then we paddled to the island. Now you can see up on the screen that island is very important in this story. And many times I went back and I looked at this because I wanted to see, like, you know, the scenery is a very small, like part of the story, but then just to see like where they are. And in between each chapter, she's keeping track of the timeline of where everyone was the night that Amanda was hurt. Okay. And like I was like, oh my God, thank you so much, Catherine, because I loved reading that chart in between every chapter. It was so good. So anyway, let's go through cons. I started off this book halfway and I marked it, okay, from 0 to half. Okay, the beginning to half of the book was absolutely amazing. But at the halfway point, this book went from amazing to unbelievable. Like, I was like turning pages so fast. I was like, wow, what started out as a great book just became an incredible book. Okay. So if I was going to have any cons, which It's 5 stars. Let's remember that. Any cons I have are so insignificant, but I was like, I guess since it picked up at halfway, I don't know. It's like maybe it could have started off that way, but I did kind of like that it built up to that. So I don't know. It's not really a con, right? If I actually liked it. But I was like, well, wouldn't it be really incredible if the whole book was that way? Yeah, but it kind of needed that build up. So that's kind of a weird con. Okay. Is it offensive? Yes, it is. I'm like, offensive. It's not offensive. There are sex scenes. And people like to know that. So I'm putting it out there. If you do not want to read about sex, if you don't want to read sex scenes, there are sex scenes, okay? I did not find them offensive at all, but I don't have an issue with it. So I like to be very sensitive because I know there are people that do have an issue. So yes, sex scenes, okay? Pros. Catherine, the pros to me were that you kept that timeline building. You had the past building and then you had the present building. I don't know how you did it. I really don't. I think it was so amazing. And like I said in the beginning, I was like, am I going to be able to do this? And oh my God, like the way, I mean, this is a domestic thriller. Okay. So we get to find out the reading of the will. Very interesting. I saw a TV show one time that had like a reading of a will. It was like a series, a comedy, I think. I don't know. It was a while ago where they did this like reading of the will to the children. And then it was kind of went from there. Well, I don't think I've read many books like that, but I love that. Okay. Get all the siblings together as adults 20 years later and read the will and, and see what happens. And basically it's a whodunit. And then, okay, it's a domestic thriller. It's a whodunit. So yay, Catherine, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see what this book does. I can't wait to read your next book. This is Lake Union. I love my Lake Union authors. You guys are amazing. And thank you so much for writing this. And it is a summer, like I said, summer camp. This is a summer read. Take it with you on vacation. And if you love thrillers, you will love this one. So thank you everyone for watching. Please hit like if you enjoy my reviews. And I will be back. I want to tell you guys, my next book is going to be very interesting. I already know what it is. I was going to tell you. I think I'm not going to. I'm going to be listening to it because you'll find out when you find out what my next book is. So have a great Sunday, everybody.